Shit, I had the microphone muted. Oh well. Yeah, so damn, I talked so much and I had it muted. Okay. Well, so this is Team Acer versus dac-SP in ESL CPS 11, and we start with the one versus one. DNS versus Beppo on ESL Pucky, and you play 4 sub matches in this tournament, and they are worth different points. So you play the 1 versus 1, which is worth 1 point, then the 2 versus 2, which is also worth 1 point, and then the 3 versus 3, which is worth 2 points, and then 5 versus 5, which is worth 2 points as well. Alright, so the 1 versus 1 is starting. First round, and DNS gets a bit of a lead against Beppo. I should also mention that I haven't seen these maps at all, so I don't know anything about them, but hopefully that's still fine. It seems like I don't have the hotkey of Beppo, which kinda sucks. Oh, Beppo coming back here, better speed than DNS. He will catch up and pass him as well. But DNS comes back with a bit of better speed over the platform. The jump, good landing from both players. And Beppo! Ooh, almost passing DNS just before the finish, but DNS will take the first round. 54-92, Beppo with a 54-95. A good round to start off the match. And also I should mention that you play to 7, except on the 2 versus 2, which is played to 5. And Beppo gets a Ramstein in the start, which allows DNS to again get a bit of a lead in the start. See if Beppo can come back. He did come back a bit, but he crashes, and the round will definitely go to DNS now. He just needs to save it. Beppo is far behind. And even if DNS makes a mistake, he should be able to recover unless he falls out of the track or something. But right now it looks good for DNS. On his way to take the second round as well and bring the score to 2-0. Setting a time of 56:10, so he drove very safe there. He was aware of his opponent, that he had crashed. So 2 bad rounds from Beppo so far. Let's see if he can bounce back now in the third round. And DNS is the one who makes an early mistake. Now it's Beppo's time to see if he can save it all the way to the finish. DNS not that far behind. He could come back if he drives perfectly. And maybe if Beppo makes some small mistake. Ooh, very close to the wall by DNS. He managed to survive. Over the jump. Beppo with a lead of 4600s right now. He's driving safe. You can tell by the top 1 checkpoints here to the left. He's losing quite a lot of time against top 1. Not driving risky. Just saving it. DNS is the one that needs to risk it. But approaching the ending now. Only 1 turn left for Beppo. And he should take this round. 55-59 by Beppo, DNS 55-97. The score is 2-1. And I also forgot to change the casting layout. Alright. Let's see. Man, so much going on today. Anyway, here we go, the next round. DNS again with an early mistake. And Beppo can save it. He's aware of his opponent, which he probably is. 2800s from the DD1, 3100s ahead of DNS. And he's actually extending his lead, 3900s now is DNS behind. DNS needs to risk it, but he continues to lose time, 4800s now. Beppo is driving very good, only 3900s away from the world record. And approaching the ending, Beppo will tie up the score. 54.97, which is a pretty good time, I imagine. DNS 55-54 once again with an early mistake, and it's tied up 2-2. Damn, I forgot so many things. Alright, now it's good. Alright, the 5th round. No mistake from either player now, and just as I say that, DNS crashes into the wall, and he's not even gonna bother to finish this round. He knows that it's gonna be very unlikely for him to win this round. And now Beppo just needs to drive into the finish, and he should take the lead at 2-3, winning 3 rounds in a row after losing 2 rounds in the start. So take it in game, camera 3. Just 1 turn left, very close to the wall. 55.07, decent time. Alright, let's see if DNS can be the one that bounces back now, or if Beppo will get a 2-point lead. Better start by Beppo again. Here DNS crashed last time, not this time, but I think Beppo had a better turn. Yes, he did. He landed earlier and got more speed out of that turn, and since there's such a long stretch here, you can gain a lot of time. Currently 10 hundredths ahead of DNS, 15 hundredths now, and that was a bad turn by DNS, losing additional speed, and he should be far behind now in the next checkpoint. 43 hundredths behind Beppo. Beppo driving good now, 22 hundredths behind Daddy 1, which is 54.43. DNS coming back a bit, but only 1 turn left now. And once again the round goes to Beppo, who after a bad start, losing 2 rounds, is back on track now, setting a pretty good time of 54.88. DNS with a time of 55.36. The score is 2-4. This time DNS with a better start. Let's see if he can keep it. Beppo got more speed here in the last round. Seems like he's doing it a bit better. Actually, I take that back. He went too wide. DNS is in the lead, only with 300ths. Beppo with better speed over the jump will pass DNS. DNS gets more speed in this turn, so he will pass Beppo. And this is so back and forth. Very, very close. DNS more inside. Oh, close to the wall by Beppo, but he managed to survive. Gets worse speed than DNS. DNS with a lead, I'd say around 10 hundredths or so. Coming up to the ending, last couple of turns. Beppo with more speed here, he will try to attack. And he's coming back, last turn, passes DNS. And Beppo will take this round. A bit too wide in the end, but he managed to stay ahead of DNS. 54.84 by Beppo, 54.89 by DNS. Good race. Beppo at a commanding lead now at 2-5, only having to win 2 more rounds to secure the 1 versus 1. But he makes an early mistake, crashes, and into the wall as well. So this is DNS round to lose now. Far ahead, almost 2 seconds. A bit of a mistake in that turn, but it won't cost him that much. And actually Beppo makes an additional mistake. Over 2 seconds now. Beppo is behind. And DNS only with a couple of turns left, and they are not very hard either, so it should finish. 1 turn left. And a very safe round by DNS. 55.79, didn't have to drive faster than that. And the score is 3-5 now. Still Beppo in the lead. Let's see if DNS can make this a 1-point difference. better start than Beppo. Beppo might not drive as risky now, knowing he's in the lead. DNS have less to lose, so he can risk it more. Might not be as nervous. But Beppo's still in it. And he might get better speed than DNS in this turn. Seems like it. It's going a bit more wide, but we will come back with more speed. DNS still in front, but this is just 100s between the two drivers. Approaching the end of the map. Beppo passing DNS. Nice turn. But DNS is still in it. This is very close. Approaching the ending now. DNS more speed in that turn. And DNS will... Beppo comes back! And Beppo will take the round. And DNS drives into the checkpoint wall. The checkpoint roof, I mean. Oh my god, what a close round. Beppo takes the round 54-79. DNS had that just before the finish. But he went a bit too wide, and because of that went into the roof of the finish. And was not able to finish the round. So Beppo goes to map point now at 3-6. And DNS needs to win 4 rounds in a row. It's not impossible. But that last round might affect him because he should have won it. And he gets a slowdown in that turn in the wrong gear, and that makes you lose a lot of speed. And Beppo can take home the 1 versus 1. He's got a great lead right now. DNS needs to risk it, but he's far behind, 67 hundredths behind right now, and that's quite a lot in Trackmania. 76 now, Beppo extending his lead, driving faster than DNS. And into the ending, last turn, Beppo will take the 1 versus 1, sets a time of 54.92 and takes home the 1 versus 1 for Acer, and the score is 1-0. Next up will be the 2 versus 2. So I'll take a little break before that and I'll be back shortly. Alright, so the 2 versus 2 is up next, and it will be on the same map, ESL Pucky. In the lineups for dac-SP we have Robin and Acer, and for Acer it's gonna be Coons and Poker. And currently the score is 1-0 in favor of Acer, as Beppo won the 1 versus 1 against DNS with a score of 2-7, maybe? I should have written that down. But yeah, 2 versus 2 is the special because it's played to 5 instead of 7, as there can be a lot of draws in this sub-match. So potentially it's the longest sub-match. Here we go. Oh, what a big mistake from Acer, crashing in the start. Poker takes first, and also Robin drops down. And right now top 2 is Acer, looking to take the first round. And the 1 versus 1 was actually 3-7 in favor of Beppo. Looks good right now for Acer. Acer is 1 second behind, and Robin is almost 3 seconds behind. So the 2 Acer players just need to save it, and they should take this. Into the finish, Coons 55-10, Poker 55-57. The score is 0-1. Alright, here we go, second round. Bad start for dac-SP. Both players making mistakes in the first round. Let's see if they can try better now, but Acer drops down once again. This time in the turn earlier, 1 turn earlier. And Robin is left behind. But no mistake yet from him. Better speed from Poker and Coons, but Coons with the mistake now. Clips the wall. And if Robin can take first place, this will be a draw. But currently, Poker is first. See if I have his hotkey. I don't. Oh, Robin catching up to Poker, and might even pass him. Let's see. Yeah, Robin with better speed just before the finish. Let's see if he can hold it. Poker is not far behind. 1 turn left. Poker tries to take it, but he won't. Robin takes first place, 54.83, ahead of Poker, who sets a good time as well of 54.86. And since Acer gets last and Robin gets first, this is a draw, and the score is still 0-7. 0-7. 0-1. Alright, third round. See if Acer can... Nope, he makes a mistake, but not as big this time. So he's still at striking distance at least. But it's gonna be hard to finish, and he crashes and he falls on his back as well. And remember, you can't respawn in this tournament either, so this will go to Acer unless one of the Acer players also falls on his back. But doesn't look like that right now, as Coons is first. Robin passes Poker, but it's not gonna matter even if he catches up to Coons as well. One turn left. Coons will take first. 55-30 by Coons, followed by Robin 55-72, and then Poker 55-80. And as we're not having a good time right now, many mistakes, and then also retiring in this round. Score is 0-2 now. And a good start for Acer. Only having to win 3 more rounds. This time as we're driving better, but the 2 Acer players are ahead. And this time Robin gets a pretty bad start. It's 2400s behind, 23 now. Acer is not far behind, and he's attacking, taking an inside line. Trying to build up speed here as well, but that was not good. He went too wide. and was not able to keep his wheels on the road, and he makes a mistake as well. Now, super close by Koons, almost crashing, but he keeps himself alive. Robin will pass Koons, but as Poker gets first, it's not gonna matter. Koons with another mistake, but he's still ahead of Acer, so this round will go to Acer. Poker with a time of 54.79. Pretty good time. The score is 0-3. Here we go, the 5th round, as there was one draw. That's where not very good start. He's made a lot of mistakes. Better start now, first place. But where's Robin? Robin has fallen behind. 48 hundredths behind Acer right now, who is at first, but then Acer clips the wall and drops down to last. And Koons and Poker can take this to 0-4 and map point. They are driving very good now. Both of them 24 hundredths behind top 1. And Robin with another mistake, allowing Acer to pass him. But the two Acer players are outstanding in this round. Koons with a slight mistake. Poker with none mistakes. 54.93 by Poker, 55.12 by Koons, and they bring this to 0-4 and map point. It's gonna be very hard for dac-SP to make a comeback now. Acer players are driving more consistently and faster as well. As you can see in the stats, Poker and Koons have faster times, have more points than Robin and Acer. Acer, his best time is only 56.04, which is not good at all. And Robin has dropped down in this round, and this looks very good for Acer. Koons and Poker both with good times. Only 100 behind the top 1 daily record. Acer is not driving that bad, but losing additional time now, 1700s behind, almost crashing there as well. And only one turn left for Poker and Koons. Very good round, 54.73 by Koons, 54.76 by Poker, as they take the 2 versus 2 with a score of 0-5. And that brings the total score to 2-0 in favor of Acer. And next up is the 3 versus 3, which is worth 2 sub points. So that will be taking place in just a while. Alright, so the 3 versus 3 is up next, and the lineups for dac-SP we have Extreme, Acer and Hive, and for Acer, Royal, Poker and Beppo. And the map is ESL Canson by Jinx, so this is the same map that's used in ESL Country Championship. And this sub-match is worth 2 points, so if Acer wins this one, then they have already won the match at 4-0. So let's see if they can do that. Here we go, first round. And the Dedimania record here is 57.60 by Dignitas Paul Jr. Royal dropping down a bit, but coming back, better speed. Let's see how the players take this turn. Royal and Acer takes the outside line. Acer having fallen behind a bit, and Extreme drops down. Must have touched the wall, and Beppo also clips the wall very slightly, but it's enough. But currently Poker at first, followed by Hive, Royal and Acer. Royal passes Hive. And Acer also passes Hive. Right now, top 2 for Acer. Which should mean that the round goes to Acer as well. But Acer with a nice ending. But bad turn just before the finish, and Royal comes back and takes second place. Poker first, 57.98. And Beppo drives into the finish as the last 6th place. But that's still enough for Acer to take the first round. And the score is 0-1. Second round. Bad turn by Acer. Too much air. Royal and Acer taking the outside line. Poker first once again, leading the pack, but not a good turn there. Extreme comes back. But Poker and Royal once again, first and second, and Beppo with a nice turn. Very nice by Beppo. Flying past everyone, and currently top 3 Acer. Just a few turns left. Oh, Royal clips the pole, and that allows Hive and Acer to pass him. But Beppo and Poker first and second. Extreme also passes Royal, but it's not gonna matter. Beppo takes first, 57.99, followed by Poker, 58.03. And Royal takes last place, like Beppo did the first round. The score is 0-2. Looking good for Acer, I must say. Royal building up speed. Will take the outside line together with Acer. No one takes the wall hit here. I know some players like to do that. Ooh, someone with a mistake. Was it Beppo? Yes, Beppo into the wall. Comes to a complete stop. But Poker and Royal first and second. Acer not far behind. Extreme and Hive about half a second behind. Royal drops down a bit, allowing Extreme to pass. Poker still first. Acer will take second. What happens then? Royal takes third. So Hive must have made a mistake, or Extreme must have made a mistake. Nice time by Poker as well, 57.87. It's a very good time. And this round will also go to Acer with 1 point difference. 10 points for dac-SP, 11 for Acer. Score is 0-3. The rounds have been not that, I mean, they've been pretty close, but Acer has just had that extra that's needed to win. And the Poker is definitely one that has made it possible for Acer to win these rounds. driving very fast. Currently behind Hive for first. So Hive driving very good for dac-SP. The 3 Acer players are following him. Acer and Extreme both have fallen behind to 5th and 6th place. Oh, so close by Beppo. He managed to survive and stay in it. And he will pass Hive with better speed. And the top 3 for Acer right now. Poker, Royal, Beppo. Acer might pass Beppo. No, he won't. Top 3 Acer. Poker first, 58.04. Royal second, 58.18. And Beppo, 58.28 at 3rd place. 500s ahead of Acer. And the score is quickly 0-4. 3 more rounds for Acer to secure the victory, even before playing the 5 vs 5. Bad drift by Acer, and he's once again at last place. 2100s behind 1st place. Hive with another good start for dac-SP, but he didn't have a good second half in the last round. See if he can keep it this time. Extreme is also up there, but Extreme crashes into the wall and leaving only Hive for dac-SP, surrounded by Acer players. As Poker, Royal and Beppo are still at the front. Hive with a good turn, and you will take 1st place here. Only 1 turn left. Hive takes 1st place for dac-SP, but 3 Acer players are following him, which means the round will go to Acer. 58.13 by Hive at 1st place. Pretty decent time, but just not enough. Score is 0-5. And 2 more rounds for Acer to secure the 3 vs 3. And looking at the scores, Poker is first with 27 points, followed by Royal 20 points, Acer 17 points, Hive 17 points, Beppo 15 points, and Extreme 9 points. So Poker is definitely carrying Acer. And who was that? Hive with the mistake for dac-SP drops down to last. And Acer is also a bit behind, leaving only Extreme for dac-SP. Acer will pass Royal with better speed, but good turn by Acer here as well. He will pass Beppo as well, but Beppo with a huge mistake. Poker will take 1st, but then Extreme and Acer take 2nd and 3rd, and yes, this will be a round for dac-SP. Hive gets 5th place, and that's enough for taking this round with 1 point. 11 points for dac-SP, 10 points for Acer, and dac-SP are on the scoreboard, 1-5. So let's see if they can establish a comeback. Oh, bad mistake from Royal. There he is. Drops down to last. Hive with the mistake for dac-SP, and Royal can pass him. And at the front we have Poker, as many times before. And following him is Beppo, but Poker with a bad turn comes into that turn a bit too late, and almost doesn't make that jump either, which makes him lose additional time. And Beppo also with a mistake, hard mistake by Beppo, loses a lot of speed, and this round should go to dac-SP as well. Acer currently first, followed by Extreme. Hive has dropped down a lot, but as long as he finish, I think this round will go to dac-SP. There he is. He will finish. 10 seconds behind, but that's enough, and dac-SP wins this round. 12 points for dac-SP and 9 for Acer. The score is 2-5 now. So dac-SP coming back. Still Acer in a commanding lead. See if they can keep their momentum. Beppo falling down to last place. He's currently at last place in the score points as well, with only 18 points. And here's Poker at first, driving very fast, only 600s behind the top one, and Acer into the wall. That's not good for dac-SP. And Royal, will he pass Extreme? We will get good speed in this turn. Bad turn by Poker, and Extreme takes first. And Royal clips the wall, allowing Hive to pass him. And this might go to dac-SP again. Extreme will take first. Royal with a bad last turn. Extreme 58.07 at first. And then Poker second 58.31. He had the lead but made a mistake. Hive takes third 58.47, and then Royal fourth over 1 minute. Then Acer and Beppo to complete. And dac-SP with 3 rounds in a row, and the score is 3-5 now. They are coming back. Again, not the best start from Acer in the 9th round of the 3 versus 3. Doesn't get much speed in this turn as either. Hive is not doing that well. So looking good for Acer right now, but Extreme with a nice lead. Driving very fast, and a big mistake from Beppo. Drives up the quarter pipe even, and now he needs to drive back to go through the checkpoint. And this looks like dac-SP might take this round as well, to bring the score to 4-5. Extreme looking to take first, and then Hive second. Oh, Royal passes. Oh wow, big mistake from Hive, allowing Royal to take second place. But it doesn't matter. Beppo is not even managing to finish this round. And once again, dac-SP winning. Someone didn't start? No, they all started, just lag. So only 1 point between the two teams now. dac-SP winning 4 rounds in a row. Bad start from Acer. The Hive at first, followed by Beppo and Poker. Good speed by Poker, but then he makes a mistake, and Extreme as well, the same mistake, and they have exactly the same speed. And they both don't make that jump, but Poker a bit better, and Hive! Huge mistake by Hive. And it drives over the road into the grass, and needs to drive back. That will cost him, he might not even be able to finish. And right now, Royal and Beppo looking to take this to match point for Acer. Beppo takes first, 58.14, and then Royal 58.35. Yeah, some big mistakes from dac-SP. First Extreme and then Hive, driving out of the map even. And the round will go to Acer, and the score is 4-6 now. 1 more round for Acer to win the match. But even if they win the match now, we will still be playing the 5 versus 5 as it is the group stage. So every map counts in the total score. So far, no mistakes. Not the best turn by Acer there. Doesn't get a lot of speed. And Extreme drops down for dac-SP. Right now it looks very good for Acer. Royal, Beppo and Poker all at the front. And Acer is the closest for dac-SP, but also he is a bit behind. dac-SP needs Acer to make a mistake now, and it doesn't look like that. There are a couple of turns left, 1 turn left, and Acer Royal takes first 58-23, Poker 58-28, and Beppo 58-35, and Acer takes the 3 versus 3 with a score of 4-7. And that means that Acer has won the match already with 4-0. But we will play the 5 versus 5 as mentioned, and that will come soon, just a little break before that. Alright, the last sub-match, the 5 versus 5, will now be played. It will be on ESL Pi by MD Point, and the lineups are for dac-SP, Acer, Momo, Extreme, Bits, and DNS. And for Acer we have Royal, Poker, Beppo, Coons, and Aceric. And the Delimania top 1 is by only one, 58-56. And that's a very cool board by DNS. Alright, first round. Oh, so many mistakes in the start. I don't even know where to begin. Bits with a mistake, Poker with a mistake, and also Beppo with a mistake. And at the top, Momo is first, followed by 3 Acer players, Royal, Aceric, and Coons. We also have Extreme up there, and Acer is not too far behind. Poker and Beppo 9th and 10th place right now for Acer. Momo driving good for dac-SP. Currently first, only 1400s from top 1. But I think this should be an Acer round. Oh, and Momo with a huge mistake just before the finish, and allowing Coons, Royal, and Aceric to take top 3 for Acer in the first round. Goes to Acer. Momo had a good time there, but then made a mistake just 2 turns from the finish. Second round. See how many people will make mistakes in the start now. I think DNS made a mistake, but before that turn, hard turn, DNS 1 second behind right now at last. And Coons at first right now, but it's very close. Bits as well at the front. Aceric also up there. Oh, it's very close right now. 8 players between 30 hundreds right now, so it's very close. Bits right now at first for dac-SP, and then 4 Acer players following him. So right now it looks good for Acer. Just a couple of turns left. Bits looking to take first. Acer will pass Aceric. But yes, this will be an Acer round. Bits with a nice time, 58-91. But then Coons, Royal, and Poker, only 300 between them. And the score is 0-2. And playing to 7 on this 5 versus 5. Oh, the Bits was it? Yes, Bits making a mistake. As we're currently first. Poker with a mistake as well. Beppo passing Acer for first. Royal will also pass Acer. So currently top 2 Acer. Momo a bit far behind. Coons also coming back and passing Acer. Top 3 Acer right now. And Acer with a no drift. Coons with a bit of a Ramstein, allowing Momo to get better speed. Can pass him for third, but Beppo and Royal will take top 2. And Coons comes back to take top 3 with 100 ahead of Momo. And the third round will go to Acer as well. And this was kind of how it looked like on the 3 versus 3 as well, but then dac-SP came back and won 4 rounds in a row. Bits with an early mistake in the very first turn. He's turning a bit too early. And Extreme as well, dropping down for dac-SP. And the DNS and Acer now left. And Momo is up there as well for dac-SP, but there's a lot of red players. Coons at first. Royal, Poker as well. Royal with the good speed might pass DNS for second place. DNS with better speed. But currently looking like Acer round. Acer will pass Royal and Poker maybe. Coons with a bad turn. But he comes back, and yeah, this will be an Acer round as well. DNS with a nice time at first, 58.93. But then Royal, Coons and Poker with 3 good times, 59.01 by both Royal and Coons, and then Poker 200s behind, 59.03. So Acer wins their 4th round in a row. No mistakes at all in the start for once. That was the first time that happened. Here's Acer. Very close. Extreme has fallen behind a bit for dac-SP, as well as Momo. Beppo and Royal top 2 for Acer. Seric with a good speed in that turn. See if he can keep it in this turn as well. Looks like it. Acer with a bit of a wonky turn. And Bits with the no drift this time. Yeah, you can get a no drift in that turn. It's very dangerous. Beppo looking to take first. Who was that? Someone from dac-SP dropped down. Top 3 will go to Acer. Beppo, Royal and Poker. A very good time by Beppo, 58.82. And then Royal and Poker with pretty good times as well, 59.02, both of them. And score is 0-5 for Acer. It's not been very close on this 5 vs 5. See if dac-SP can make a comeback, as they did on 3 vs 3. No one falling behind. Seric at last place right now. Actually, it's coming back good. There's a lot of speed. Momo has fallen behind, 4800s behind at last place. Oh, Acer making a mistake. And Extreme also falling behind for dac-SP. And Beppo, I think he clipped the wall a bit and drops down. And the Coons with the no drift, and DNS also with a mistake. They are dropping like flies right now. But at the front, Royal and Poker are looking to take top 2 for Acer. Oh, they will. Poker takes first, 58.92, followed by Royal, 58.93, and then Bits, 58.96 for dac-SP. Oh, and Beppo won't be able to finish. Will that affect? Oh, actually, 3 players are not able to finish this round. Beppo, DNS, and Momo are not able to finish. So yeah, that was a funny round. But Acer still takes it. 21 points for dac-SP, 28 for Acer. And they are now at map point. 0-6. They have already won the match, since they have won 1 vs 1, 2 vs 2, and 3 vs 3. So it doesn't matter if dac-SP would have won this one. Let's see if Acer can sweep dac-SP with a clean score, 0-7. Right now it looks good for dac-SP. And just as I said that, a lot of people passed Acer. Poker drops down in speed. And Acer with a mistake as well. And Extreme has actually retired for dac-SP, so that's not good. But DNS and Bits are still at the front for dac-SP. Coons with a no drift again in that turn. Happens a lot to him. And currently top 2 for dac-SP, but Beppo with better speed. And it will pass Bits, and Royal will pass Bits as well. And yes, this round will go to Acer, and it's GG. Acer takes the 5 vs 5 with 0-7. Very quick score. So I'll just take a screenshot. There we go. And yeah, the match is over. So the Team Acer wins over dac-SP with a score of 6-0. 7-3 on the 1 vs 1. and then 5-0 on the 2 versus 2. And then dac-SP came back on the 3 versus 3 after being behind, but Acer was still able to win with a score of 7-4. And then Acer won 7-0 on the 5 versus 5. Alright, so that's the match. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll be back next Sunday again with more country championship and ESL competition premiership matches. And also on Saturday I will actually be casting the TM Masters True Talent Cup. So if you want to watch that, it's a pretty interesting format of that tournament. It's very different from the ESL stuff. So yeah, it will be a very busy weekend for me streaming. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I hope you think it's fun as well. And thanks for watching, and see you next time.